But first at 6, we're learning new details from the El Faro tragedy. We're digging through new documents from the NTSB about the moments leading up to the sinking of the cargo ship.
It went down nearly 2 years ago. 2 years ago on a journey from Jacksonville when it went into the path of a hurricane. All 33 people on board died.
First Coast News reporter Juliet Dreyer is live at the El Faro Memorial with what we've learned. Juliet.
Anthony, this report is more than 90 pages long, and it focuses on the people directly involved in El Faro, like the 33 people who died on board the ship, and the management at Tote Maritime, which owned the ship. It covers a range of topics from training to designated roles to how many hours crew members worked, and it paints a better picture of what the crew may have faced heading into the doomed journey.
A lot of ships sink, but very few ships actually sink with all crew members being lost.
Such was the case with El Faro and the 33 people on board lost in Hurricane Joaquin. Today, the NTSB released new documents and reports about the sunken ship and its crew. The Human Factors Group report outlines the roles and responsibilities for each person on board, along with staff at Tote Maritime. The report says Tote managers repeatedly stressed the captain could make any and all decisions related to the ship's operations. It also shows text messages and an email which show the captain was aware of the storm.
The pressures that were on the captain in particular over his performance and the fact that he may not have a job in the future may have affected his decision making.
Local maritime attorney Rod Sullivan, who represented the family of a man who died on the El Faro in a case that has since settled, refers to the captain's uncertainty of his future with Tote.
They had new ships coming out, and many of the officers on the El Faro weren't going to be assigned to the new ships and were going to be looking for jobs elsewhere.
The report includes an email in which the captain expresses his concerns over the future and whether he would get one of the coveted spots on the new ships.
If he did a good job on this voyage, he might get a job with the company in the future. If he messed up, if he turned the ship around, that might be the end of his maritime career. That's a lot of pressure for somebody to have.
According to the report, investigators asked several Tote employees about time pressure. They said Tote did not put pressure on crews to make arrival times, and neither companies nor individuals were punished if they arrived late. The report also details crew fatigue. A chief engineer told his wife he was exhausted from all the maintenance and issues with the ship in the weeks leading up to El Faro's final voyage. And friends of the second mate told investigators she had complained of fatigue. While the new documents dive deeper into what caused El Faro to sink, there are a lot of questions still unanswered.
Why was nobody able to get off the ship? Why did nobody get into their survival suits? And I think those are the questions that need to be addressed.
And Sullivan expects those questions to be answered in the NTSB's final report. That's expected to be released late this year. Reporting live in North Jacksonville, Juliet Dreyer, First Coast News.